Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Sivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Sivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Sivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. So today is Tuesday. It is the 12th of November. It is Kartik Masa, Damodara Masa, Sukla Paksham, today Ekadasi Tithi. So today there are a few other events as well. One is Ekadashi Tithi. So fasting from grains, beans, cereals, and everything else as a standard now. And another event is the Gaura Kishore Dasa Babaji's disappearance day. And then another one is the Bhishma Panchaka begins. So Bhishma Panchaka actually 5 days, but actually 2 of these days, maybe Trayodasi and Chaturdasi are falling on one day. So they're overlapped. So that's why we got only 4 days in the Bhishma Panchaka. So we shall read a few lines from the each event slide from iskandesecretary.com. So from the Uttana Ekadasi, so it is very long one than the other Ekadasi Vrata stories. So I'm just going to summarize. So uh, so there are 4 different names for this Uttana Ekadasi. These are Haribodhini Ekadasi, Prabodhini Ekadasi, Devottani Ekadasi, Uttana Ekadasi. It is the second Ekadasi, that is Kartika Sukla, a light fortnight in the month of Kartik. So this is so powerful that there are so many rules and regulations, and it has put all kinds of sinful activities on the earth. That many number of sinful activities are mentioned here, and then the pious activities, and free from the sinful activities. Who observes this Ekadasi, fasting day and night, and waking up throughout the day and night without sleeping. Such kind of person would be free from all kinds of sinful activities. So there is a conversations between Brahma and Narada Muni. So I'm not going to read the entire thing, but Brahma explains everything. I have shared this link in the group, and I'm just going to read from the last some few paragraphs. Brahma says to Narada Muni, O son, if a man has fasted without asking the permission of his priest, or if a woman has fasted without asking her husband's permission, or she should donate a bull to a Brahmana. Honey and yogurt are also proper gifts for a Brahmana. Someone who has fasted from ghee should donate milk. One who has fasted from grain should donate rice. One who has slept on the floor should donate a bedstead with a quilt. One who has eaten on a leaf plate should donate a pot of ghee. One who has remained silent should donate a bell, and one who has fasted from sesame seeds should give gold in charity, and feed a Brahmana couple with some toast food. A man who wants to prevent baldness should donate a mirror to a Brahmana. One who has second-hand shoes should donate shoes. So there are furthermore, and an Ekadasi fast is complete when one offers a qualified Brahman a gold or copper pot filled with ghee and ghee wicks, along with 8 water pots containing some gold and covered clothes. One who cannot afford these gifts should at least offer a Brahmana some sweet words. One who does so will surely attain the full benefit of fasting on Ekadasi. After offering his obeisances and begging permission, the devotee should eat his meal. On this Ekadasi, Chaturmasya ends. So whatever one gave up during Chaturmasya should now be donated to Brahmanas. One should follow this process of Chaturmasya, receives unlimited merit. O King of Kings, and goes to the abode of Lord Vasudeva after death. O king, anyone who observes the complete Chaturmasya without break attains eternal happiness and does not receive another birth. But if someone breaks the fast, he becomes either a blind man or a leper. Thus, I have narrated to you the complete process of observing Haribhodhini Ekadasi. Someone who reads or hears about this achieves the merit earned by donating cows to a qualified Brahmana. Thus ends the narration of the glories of Kartika Sukla Ekadasi, also known as Haribhodhini Ekadasi or Devotani Ekadasi, from the Skanda Purana. Again, there are furthermore from information from the Hari Bhakti Vilasa as well. I'm not going to read everything. So this is the conversations between the Narada Muni and the Brahma. And then further, uh, again, there is another conversations, other conversations between, maybe I couldn't find that one. It may be the Krishna and Yudhishthira possibly. Okay, so that is from the Ekadasi. So there is a lot information due to the time conscious. Uh, okay, and from the other events like the um, Bhishma Panchaka. So Bhishma Panchaka, it is for the next until 15th of this month. So there are three levels of fasting. So the first level is that one can consume the products of the cow or Panchagavya each for each day. First day is the cow dung one has to consume, and that is Gomaya. Second day cow urine, Gomutra. Third day cow milk, that is Kshira. Fourth day cow yogurt, Dadi. Fifth day all products of the cow mixed, that is Panchagavya. So there is a process how it is Panchagavya is made, a little bit of cow dung and little bit of urine, and then some portion of proportion of milk and yogurt, and then likewise there is a process of making Panchagavya which can be consumed and giving as a prasadam to everyone. That is the first level, but it may not be possible to eat cow dung and urine unless one is very strict follower. But second level is if one can't follow level one can take fruits and roots. Fruits with many seeds should be avoided like a guava, pomegranate, papaya, cucumber, etc. Boiled potatoes, raw banana, and sweet potato can be taken boiled or baked. We can use the sea salt for taste. Cashew nuts, raisins, dates can be taken. So likewise, that is second level. And then one can also take coconut water, and grated coconut can be taken as well. And third level is one if one cannot follow level two, one can take Havisha. Havisha is again mentioned there how to prepare the Havisha as well. So with some kind of grains kind of thing. So that is also mentioned. But our devotees generally we follow which is the taking roots, fruits, milk and those things. Okay, that is from the Bhishma Panchaka. If you have missed any fastings throughout the year, or if you have not followed entire Kartika month, at least these next 4 days starting from today until 15th, one can follow strictly. He can attain all the merits again. So that is from the Bhishma Panchaka. And from the other one, uh, this is the disappearance day of the Gaurikeshwara Dasa Babaji. So some excepts letters from Srila Prabhupada about so far as your second question is concerned, Thakura Bhaktivinoda was not official spiritual master of Gaurikeshwar Das Babaji Maharaj. Gaurikeshwar Das Babaji Maharaj was already renounced order, Paramahamsa. But Thakur Bhaktivinoda, while he was even playing the part of a householder, was treated by Gaurikeshwar Das Babaji Maharaj as a preceptor on account of his highly elevated spiritual understanding, and thus he was always treating him as his spiritual master. The spiritual master is divided into two parts, namely Siksha Guru and Diksha Guru. So officially, Bhaktivinoda Thakura was like Siksha Guru of Gauri Kishore Das Babaji. You have suggested that on every back cover there will be a picture picture of me in back to Godhead, but I think better proposal is that on page 1 or page 3, you may have a picture of me 1 month. Then Guru Maharaj, then Gauri Kishore Das Babaji, then Bhakti Vinod Thakur, then Jagannath Das Babaji, then Lord Chaitanya. This will be very nice. Again, there is further information. It is given and shared in the WhatsApp group. That is from the disappearance day of Gauri Kishore Das Babaji. Okay, so that is from Yuvan's perspective. So we shall quickly move into our daily Srimad-Bhagavatam. ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय Hare Krishna. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, so Sukadeva Goswami speaking to Parikshit Maharaj that Brahma has, after he was sprouted from the navel of Garbhodak Sai Vishnu and he sitting on a lotus flower, and then he got instructions to do the tapasya. He sat in the meditation to do the tapasya for the 1,000 demigod years. After that, the Lord has showed his form and his abode everything else. So by the during that process, Brahma he has controlled all his mind and all his senses, jnanendriyas, karanendriyas. Likewise, he became the greatest ascetic. That is the Brahma's position. For that Brahma, the Lord has assured his Vaikuntha planet. So the Divyam Sahasradham Amoga Darshino Jitanilatma Vijita Bhupayendriyaham Atapyatasma Akilokatapanam Tapastapiyam Tapatam Samahitaha. So Brahma became Tapaha Tapiyam Tapatam Tamah Samahitaha. He became the greatest of the tapasris, greatest ascetic, who performed all kinds of penances. Okay, so likewise, and today Sukadeva Goswami says that being pleased with Brahma's penances, the Lord is very uh, happy, and then he is showing all Vaikuntha planet, his abode, which is the beyond this material universe, and which is completely free from all kinds of the material miseries, and which is always desired by these self-realized souls, and they adore it. Likewise, Sukadeva Goswami is saying, we are in the Srimad Bhagavatam, second canto, chapter 9, verse number 9. तस्मै स्वलोकं भगवान् सभाजितः सन्दर्शयामास परं न यत्परं व्यपेतसं क्लेशविमोहसाध्वसं स्वदृष्टवद्भिः पुरुषैरभिष्टुतम् Tasmai Swalokam Bhagavan Sabhajitaha, and Tasmai unto that Brahma who has performed all kinds of penances, unto that Brahma Swalokam Bhagavan, and the Bhagavan, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and he lives in his own abode. Swalokam and Sabhajitaha, being pleased by the penance of Brahma. And then what he did? Sandarshayamasa. So the Lord has manifested to be visible to Brahma. And that abode is Param Nayat Param, that supreme, and Nayat Param, and there is no other, no further supreme. Nayat, not, yet is of which, Param, further supreme. There is no other planets beyond that Vaikuntha planets. That abode is Sandarshayamas, that showed to Brahma. And which is Vyapeta Samklesha Vimoha Sadhvasam. Vyapeta Samklesha. It is completely free from all kinds of material afflictions. Vyapeta Samklesha. And Vimoha Sadhvasam. And also without any illusion, without any fear of material existence and illusion. Vimoha Sadhvasam. No more material afflictions, no more illusion or material existence there. Vyapet samklesha vimoha sadhvatam. Swadhrushtavadbihi, Swadhrushtavadbihi, by those who have perfectly realized the self, that they are the individual soul and the supreme personality of Godhead. He is the master and he is the Lord. He is the servant, he is the master. And knowing that and acquiring all kinds of good qualities, free from all kinds of material entanglements, such kind of people are Swadhrishtabhihi. Purushaihi abhishtitam. So such kind of persons, abhishtitam, they worship this Vaikuntha planets. So likewise, Sukadeva Goswami is saying to Parikshit Maharaj about the Vaikuntha Loka. तस्मै स्वलोकं भगवान् सभाजितः सन्दर्शयामास परं नयत्परं व्यपेत संक्लेशे विमोहसाद्भसं स्वदृष्टवद्भिः पुरुषैरभिष्टुतम्. Translation for this verse. The personality of Godhead, being thus very much satisfied with the penance of Lord Brahma, was pleased to manifest his personal abode, Vaikuntha, the supreme planet above all others. This transcendental abode of the Lord is adored by all self-realized persons, freed from all kinds of miseries and fear of illusory existence. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Can I request Jafna Kanya Mataji to read the purport, please?
Hare Krishna. The troubles of penance accepted by Lord Brahma were certainly in the line of devotional service, bhakti. Otherwise, there was no chance that Vaikuntha or Swalokam, the Lord's personal abodes, would become visible to Brahma. The personal abodes of the Lord, known as Vaikunthas, are neither mythical nor material, as conceived by the impersonalists. But realization of the transcendental abodes of the Lord is possible only through devotional service, and thus the devotees enter into such abodes. There is undoubtedly trouble in executing penance, but the trouble accepted in executing bhakti yoga is transcendental happiness from the very beginning, whereas the trouble of penance in other processes of self-realization, jnana yoga, dhyana yoga, etc., without any Vaikuntha realization ends in trouble only and nothing more. There is no profit in bearing husks without grains. Similarly, there is no profit in executing troublesome penances other than bhakti yoga for self-realization. Executing bhakti yoga is exactly like sitting on the lotus sprouted out of the abdomen of the transcendental personality of Godhead, for Lord Brahma was seated there. Brahmaji was able to please the Lord, and the Lord was also pleased to show Brahmaji his personal abode. Srila Jiva Goswami, in the comments of his Prama Sandarbha annotation of Srimad-Bhagavatam, cites quotations from the Bhradradhyaka Upanishad. Vedic evidence is said, Bhagavatam cites quotations from the Bhradanyaka Upanishad, Vedic evidence. It is said that Yajnavalkya described the transcendental abode of the Lord to Gargi, and that the abode of the Lord is situated above the highest planet of the universe, namely Brahmaloka. This abode of the Lord, although described in revealed scriptures like the Bhagavad Gita and the Srimad-Bhagavatam, remains only a myth for the less intelligent class of men with a full fund of knowledge. Herein, the word Swadrishtavadhi is very significant. One who has actually realized his realize one realizes self, realizes the transcendental form of oneself. Impersonal realization of self and the supreme is not complete because it is just an opposite conception of material personalities. The personality of Godhead and the personalities of devotees of the Lord are all transcendental. They do not have material bodies. The material body is overcast with five kinds of miserable conditions, namely ignorance, material conception, attachment, hatred, and absorption. As long as one is overwhelmed by these five kinds of material miseries, there is no question of entering into the Vaikuntha Lokas. The impersonal conception of oneself is just the negation of material personality and is far from the positive existence of personal form. The personal forms of the transcendental abode will be explained in the following verses. Brahmaji also described the highest planet of the Vaikuntha Loka as Gokula Vrindavan, where the Lord resides as a coward boy, keeping transcendental Surabhi cows and surrounded by hundreds and thousands of goddesses of fortune. Chintamani prakara samasu kalpavriksha laksha vriteshu surabhirabhi palayantam Lakshmi Sahasra Sata Sambhava Sambhramasyamanam Govindadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Brahma Samhita 5.29. The statement of the Bhagavad Gita, Yad Gatvana Navartante Tad Dhamma Paramam Nama. It also conform herewith. Param means transcendental Brahman. Therefore, the abode of the Lord is also Brahman, not different from the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The Lord is known as Vaikuntha, and his abode is also known as Vaikuntha. Such Vaikuntha realization and worship can be made possible by transcendental form and sense. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki
Ki
jai.
Jai.
Thank you, Mataji. This is Vaikuntha. Vaikuntha.
Vaikuntha.
Vaikuntha. So Vaikuntha, so this is pronounced tha. So generally it is a THA called so tha, but there is a dot under T. It is a T is stressed a bit stronger. Vaikuntha. So Kuntha is all kinds of miseries. Vaikuntha is where there are no miseries. Okay, so here in this purport, so Brahma, that he has gone through so many of penances. It's a long purport. We will do some today and tomorrow some. So this tables of penance, it is not that much easy. So one has to, his body is going through so much of pains. It will give the direct pains, but they are voluntarily. Brahma has taken these voluntary penances. When we are taking through these voluntary penances, then he will experience that happiness later on at the end. So these troubles of penance accepted by Brahma were certainly in the line of devotional service. Otherwise, there was no chance that Vaikuntha or Swalokam, the Lord's personal abodes, would become visible to Brahmaji. So this is only Sevalmukehi Jihvado Swayameva Sprutyadaha. So like this is a statement. When one is engaged in the devotional service, the Lord reveal himself. Otherwise, we do not have energy to power to see the Lord. Lord only can reveal himself to the Lord. But we have what we need to do. Sevalmukehi Jihvado. So engage all our senses in the service, devotional service. And because here the Vaikuntha lokas are neither mythical nor material as conceived by the impersonalists. So here we can see in our direct experience, for example, if we look at there is a forest in a very long distance, it is a very hazy cloud, and if we go very very far, we do not see any forest at all. So it would be just completely cloud. When we go nearby, it is cloudy and then it will become green, and there are so many other things once we enter into ashramas and houses, people, animals, so many things when we go nearby. And when we see in the sky, when the aeroplanes are going on, they are very tiny. If they go little bit above it, we cannot even see them at all. And but these Vaikuntha lokas are the more very topmost lokas. We cannot even see with our material eyes. And what to speak. So they are not manifest, even though we go there, but they are not material at all. They are neither material nor mythical. But the things which we cannot see with eyes, which are existing on the planet itself, what to speak of, which are non-material, how it is possible for the ordinary condition living entity to experience these Vaikuntha planets. So, but here these are existed, these Vaikuntha planets. When we see the historical evidences, so many of them, like Durvasa Muni has gone to Vaikuntha planets, and also Bhrigu Muni has gone to Vaikuntha planets, and these Kumaras have gone and they have written back, and many other stories are there. So they are as conceived by the impersonalists. So these are all neither mythical nor material. But realization of the transcendental abodes of the Lord is possible only through the devotional service, and thus devotees enter into such abodes. So they become the proper citizens of these Vaikuntha planets who are executing following the regulative principles and according to the Vaikuntha. So they practice here and they will be entering there. When we are likewise the countries, if we are abiding by the country's rules and regulations, then they are allowing us, the government will allow us to become citizens of this country. We have to respect everything. If you are not respecting, they will just send them out of the country. So there is undoubtedly trouble in executing the penance, but the trouble accepted in executing Bhakti Yoga is transcendental happiness from the very beginning. So this is the voluntary troubles accepted in executing Bhakti Yoga. It is happiness from the very beginning. But there is always kinds of pains, whether it is a voluntary pain, which is directly linking to the devotional service unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead, or the pain which is Maya, which is in the sense perception, and which is Matra Sparshastha Kaunteya, Sitoshna Sukha Dukkadaha. They will come and go, keep on thinking that, and it will bind him into this material world. Still, he experiences those troubles here, but that is a different one. Here, voluntary uh, uh, troubles that is for the penance executed in the Bhakti Yoga is transcendental happiness. As soon as he leaves out of this body, he will attain that Vaikuntha planets. Okay. So otherwise, there is a Jnana Yoga and a Dhyana Yoga without any Vaikuntha realization that ends in trouble only and nothing more. So likewise, Prabhupada is explaining here. Okay, so we are at 7 o'clock. Now it is uh, Damodarastakam, no? So we shall come back later on. So today it is Damodarastakam by Nagaraj Badami Prabhuji. So Prabhuji is joining quickly. We'll hold for a few moments. Okay, and dear devotees, while Nagaraj Prabhu is singing Damodarashtakam, so kindly turn on the videos wherever it is possible. Hare Krishna, Nagaraj Prabhuji.
Prabhu. Hare Krishna, everybody.
Hare
Shall I
Krishna.
start, Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhuji, please.
Hare Krishna. नमामीश्वरं सच्चिदरूपं लसत्कुण्डलं गोकुले व्रजमानम् यशोदाबिलोलुकलाधवमानम् परं वृष्णमत्यन्तद्रोधृत्य गोप्या हृदं तमोर्नेत्रयुग्मभृजन्तम् कराम्भोजायुग्मेन सात्यङ्कनेत्रम् मुहुश्वासुकम्पात्रिरेकान्तकन्ता स्थितग्रैवं दामोदरं भक्तिपदम् इति दृक्स्वलीलाभिरानन्दकुण्डे स्वघोषं निमज्जन्तम् आख्यापयन्तम् तदीयेषु जग्नेषु भक्तर्दितत्वम् पुनः प्रेमतस्तं शतावृत्तिवन्दे वरं देवमोक्षं वा मोक्षावधिं वा न चरणं वृणेऽहं वरेशादपीह किदं ते वपुर्नाथ गोपालबालम् सदा मे मनस्य विरस्तं किमन्ये इदं ते मुकाम्बोजम् अत्यन्तनीलै वृतं कृन्तनैः स्निग्धैरक्तैश्च गोप्या मुहुश्चम्बितं बिम्बरत्नाधरं मे मनस्य विरस्तं मलं लक्षणभ्यै नमो देव दामोदरानन्त विष्णो प्रसीद प्रभो दुःखजलविमग्नम् कृपादृष्टिवृष्टातिदीनं बतानु गृहाणेश मामद्यं ये दृक्तदृश्या कुबेरात्मजौ भर्तमुतौ यदत्वा त्वया मौचितौ भक्तिभाजौ कृतौ च तथा प्रेम भक्तिं स्वकामे प्रयच्छ न मोक्षे ग्रहो मे स्थिति दामोदरेह नमस्ते स्तु धाम्ने स्फुरादीप्तिधाम्ने त्वदीयोदराय विश्वस्य धामे नमो राधिकायै त्वदीया प्रियाय नमो नन्दलीलाय देवाय तुभ्यम् नमामीश्वरं सच्चिदानन्दरूपम् लसत्कुण्डलं गोकुले व्रजमानम् नमामीश्वरं सच्चिदानन्दरूपम् लसत्कुण्डलं गोकुले व्रजमानम् हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे श्री दामोदर महाराज की जय
Jai. Jaya Radha Damodara Radha Damodara
Battery low wire earphone ko.
Shri Radhe. Jaya Yashoda Damodara Yashoda Damodara Yashoda Damodara Shri Radhe. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Very beautifully sung. And translations, please.
shall I read Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhuji, please.
To the Supreme Lord, whose form is embodiment of external existence, knowledge, and bliss, whose sharp shaped earrings are swinging to and fro, who is beautifully shining in the divine realm of Gokula, who, due to the offense of breaking the part of the yogurt that his mother was churning into butter and then stealing the butter that was kept hanging He is quickly running from the wooden grinding mortar in fear of Mother Yashoda, but who has been caught from behind by her, who ran after him with great speed. To that Supreme Lord Sri Damodara, I offer my humble obeisances. So, seeing the whipping stick in his mother's hand, he is crying and rubbing his eyes again and again with his two lotus hands. His eyes filled with fear, a necklace of pearls around his neck, which is marked with three lines like a conch shell, is shaking because of his quick breathing due to crying. To this Supreme Lord, Sri Damodara, whose belly is not bound not with ropes but with mother's pure love, I offer my humble obeisances. By such childhood pastimes, as he is drowning the inhabitants of Gokula in pools of ecstasy, and is revealing to those devotees who are absorbed in the knowledge of his supreme majesty and opulences that he is only conquered by the devotees whose pure love is imbued with intimacy and is free from all conceptions of awe and reverence. With great love, I again and I offer my obeisances to Lord Damodara hundreds and hundreds of times. O Lord, although you are able to give all kinds of benedictions, I don't pray to you for the boon of impersonal liberation, nor the highest liberation of eternal life in Vaikuntha, nor any other boon which may be obtained by executing the nine processes of bhakti. O Lord, I simply wish that this form of yours as Balagopala in Vrindavan may be ever manifest in my heart. For what is the use to me of any other boon besides this? O Lord, your lotus feet, which is encircled by locks of soft black hair tinged with red, is kissed again and again by Mother Yashoda, and your lips are reddish with like the bimba food. May this beautiful vision of your lotus feet face may be ever manifest in my heart. Thousands and thousands of those other benedictions are of no use to me. O Supreme Lord, O Supreme Godhead, I offer my obeisances unto you. O Damodara, O Ananta, O Vishnu, O Master, O my Lord, be pleased upon me by showering your glance of mercy upon me. Deliver this poor, ignorant fool who is immersed in the ocean of worldly sorrows and become visible to my eyes. O Lord Damodara, just as two sons of Kuvera and Manigriva and Nalakuvera were delivered from the curse of Narada and made into great devotees by you in the form as a baby tied with a rope to a wooden grinder martin. In the same way, please give me your own prema bhakti. I only long for this and have no desire for any kind of liberation. O Lord Damodara, I first of all offer my obeisances to the brilliant effulgent rope which binds your belly. I then offer my obeisance to your belly, which is the abode of the entire universe. I humbly bow down to your most beloved Srimati Radharani, and I offer all obeisances to you, the Supreme Lord, who displays unlimited pastime. Jai Damodara ki jai.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Very beautifully sung and very nicely read. Thank you so much. That is from Damodarastakam. And kindly join us our Japa sessions, Prabhuji. So as soon as possible when you get a chance.
Sure, Prabhu.
Okay, so thank you so much. Okay, that is from Damodarastakam. So shall back to that conclude just only one paragraph only from the Srimad-Bhagavatam. So here Prabhupada is explaining so the trouble of penance in other process of self-realization like jnana, dhyana, and karma. So these are all without any Vaikuntha realization ends in trouble only and nothing more. So तथा परिचात्म समाधि योग भलेन जित्वा प्रकृतिं बलिष्ठां त्वामेव धीराः पुरुषं विशन्ति तेषां श्रमस्य न तु सेवया ते. So the people they do all kinds of going through controlling the senses, many of those things. But the devotees they take only just service, sevayate. They will attain this supreme abode of the Lord. And in the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna also mentions that kleshodritarastesham abhyakta sakta chetasam abhyakta hi gati dhukkam dehavad bhir avapyate. So people for materially embodied living entities. So it is very difficult to concentrate in the avyakta. Avyasakta chedasam. So that is very, very klesha adhikaraste, adhika, klesha adhika tarastesham, adhikara, adhikataraha, tesham, avyakta sakta chedasam. Very difficult, going through so much of tribulations. But here in the devotional service, there we are also following morning tapasya and also taking nice palatable dishes and offering to the Lord and taking it as a prasadam. And every 15 days, once we do Ekadasi Vrata. So it is very easy to perform instead of going to the lonely places and carrying out this difficult um, thing to concentrate on the avyakta, that is the impersonalism. So here there is no profit in beating husks without grains. Similarly, there is no profit in executing troublesome penances other than Bhakti Yoga for self-realization. So Bhakti Yoga is the main ingredients. This is the what we achieve and experience. We need, in order to experience that love and happiness, we need someone to share all the time. Otherwise, he will be alone. He would not experience that happiness. Okay, so that is like Prabhupada is explaining here. So here in the Vaikuntha planets, we have got all the devotees, the Lord, and there is varieties of the service. The way we can engage ourselves. It is not simply negation of the negative energy. Does not stand any position secured in the Vaikuntha planets. They will be falling back down. Okay, so that is from this paragraph. We shall cover this one tomorrow, next part. Okay, we shall quickly move on to Srila Prabhupada's daily letter. So today letter to Sat Swarupa. Can I request, do we have this? Dinesh Shrestha Mataji, would you like to read?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. Happy Ekadasi and happy Vishnu Panchak. Hare Krishna. Shall I do it, Prabhuji?
Yes, Mataji, please read the letter.
My dear Sakta Swarupa, please accept my blessing. I beg to acknowledge receipt of receipt of the Krishna tape and transcription 13, 32, and 33 and 34, along with your note from the art department regarding the birds and personified. They should be drawn just like you have seen some picture of great says. They are young in the appearance like a perfect Vaishnav, and they may be shown with the tilak and Vaishnav marking in that way. So, uh, such a such a picture are the identify required, and please have them execute the subjects appropriately as they have so nicely done thus far. In the meantime, I hope you have by now received my last letter inviting you to visit Los Angeles Temple at your earliest conventions, and I shall be very glad to see you then. Hope this will meet you in a good health. Your ever well wisher, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami. Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai. Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Can you take your points, Mataji?
So our Srila Prabhupada is trying to say the disciple when they do the some picture drawing and should be shown the proper Vaishnava with the tilak and kantimala. Those things should be looks the professional, Prabhuji, and especially they being they are so young appearance for practicing the Vaishnav. They must put the tilak shown by the as a Vaishnav. That is our symbol, Prabhuji. I got it that. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Mataji. Okay, so that is Vedas personified. Prabhupada is suggesting, and they need to be very young. So just in the Vaikuntha planets, so if you just see this screen, that Vaikuntha planet, as here Narayana. Okay, so just only that picture wanted to show that one. It's a very big one. Okay, so here in this Vaikuntha, there is Lakshmi Narayana. So behind, around Narayana, so there are four personalities. They are young. So these are Vedas personified. They're always glorifying. In the Srimad-Bhagavatam as well, this Vedas personified, they glorify Krishna. So that we would see in the Srimad-Bhagavatam later on. So just wanted to show that one. Okay, so here Prabhupada is explaining here regarding the Vedas personified, they should be drawn just like you have seen some pictures of great sages. They're always young in appearance like perfect Vaishnavas because they're all in the Vaikuntha planets, wherever in the ordinary living entities, I mean, the devotees of the Lord in the Vaikuntha planet, they have got a similar form as the Lord, but similarly the Vedas as well. They're the perfect Vaishnavas. And such pictures definitely required, and please have them execute subjects appropriately as they have so nicely done thus far. So this picture, if we see the picture, we can remember for very longer period than just reading a text. And then if along with that picture, if we see any verses, Sanskrit verses, then we always remember, we never ever forget about it. Okay, so this is the Prabhupada's instructions here. That is my takeaway points. Any other comments, dear devotees, you wanted to add?
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Yes, I think the pictures tells a huge story, a big picture. Prabhupada is very hot on having it perfect, the pictures. He said in many letters that get it perfectly correct, so it tells a wide story. Pictures does. So I think that is a key thing there too. Yeah, and the Vaishnavas, Mataji said, they should be presented in the Krishna conscious way with all the paraphernalia, the tilak and the dress sense and everything. Hare Krishna. Markings on all over the body. It's not only on the forehead. You have it all parts of the body, don't you? And you have to say a prayer when you put it on.
Yes.
Just to add a little bit of spice to it. Sorry, Prabhu.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mataji. That is very nice to hear devotees. When we hear devotees speaking, it gives so much of pleasure. That is understanding of Krishna in their own words. Thank you so much, Mataji. Okay, so those are the comments from the Srila Prabhupada's letter and from the announcements point of view. So today is at 8 Tuesday, is preaching practice session. Saranya Mataji, today is
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Devashish Prabhu doing this week, Prabhu.
yes. Thank you so much, Mataji. Okay, at 8 p.m. today. Okay, and coming Saturday is going to be our Bhagavad Gita Sangha. That's all from the updates point of view. And this is very important week, Bhishma Panchaka. Okay, so that's all from me. And dear devotees, if you have got any other updates or you wanted to share anything on Krishna consciousness or any events are going on, kindly share. Hare Krishna. If there are no updates, then we shall conclude and continue with further japa. वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो
Namo Namaha Ananta
अनन्तकोटि
Koti
वैष्णवभक्तवृन्द
Vaishnavindaki
जय
Jai Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai
Jai.
Hari Hari Bol.
Hari Hari Bol.
Happy Ekadashi, happy Bhishma
Happy
Panchaka.
Ekadasi, happy Bhishma Panchak, Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Yes, everybody. Same to
Hare
everybody.
Krishna.
Hari Bol.
Hari Bol.
Jai
Prabhu,
Shri
if you don't follow all those rituals,